Okay, what's up, YouTube? You know who it is. Space Crypto coming at you again one more time. About to give you another video. Remember to leave a like. Remember to share. Remember to subscribe. Also, turn on notifications. Check out my social media. The links are in the description. They're also at the bottom of this video. So I want to talk to you guys real quickly about HEX, man. HEX has taken a huge dump. We've seen this over just maybe a past couple of days right now. And right now, HEX is trading at 22 cents, 22.57 cents. Man, this is a great time to buy. It's a great time to buy. You know, if you missed out on the previous pump, you're getting that over 50% discount right now. HEX is down more than 50%, guys. You're probably not going to get it better than this right now. This is like some really great opportunity right here. And man, you know, this is really great. And obviously, you know, there's been a sell-off. Not sure as to the reason why the sell-off exists. You know, it could be some profit taking. Obviously, you have some whales that are still in the project that made a whole lot of money from HEX. Millionaires, guys, turning into millionaires being on HEX, you know, and making a whole lot of profits from HEX. So, hey, man, some people, you know, you have people that are basically getting rid of their stakes and stuff like that. You know how it goes, like with the whole staking thing when it just started out. You know, you have people that have their stakes, you know, and they're getting their stakes out and stuff like that. So you're gonna have from time to time, you're gonna have some people. I think this is the most major dump I've seen HEX in a long time, though, because HEX really hasn't had a major correction. Ever since its inception, you haven't really seen any major significant correction. I mean, yeah, I mean, in the initial stages, I mean, it pumped crazy, then went down, but you know, ever since then, it's just been going up. You know, HEX is, you know, it's just proven itself to keep going up and up and up and up. So I think this is the first real major correction, like over 50% correction that we've seen in HEX. I think so. I mean, if my memory serves me correctly, you know, I'll say this is the probably the first major, like, significant correction that we've seen. You know, this is over 50%, and it's been doing this for a while. You know, we've gradually seen the price decrease. You know, as I said, profit taking, people clearing their stakes, stuff like that. Obviously, the popularity of Pulse. You have people that are sacrificing for Pulse still to this day. Like, people are still sacrificing for Pulse. So you have people that are getting out of HEX, selling their HEX, and betting on Pulse. You know what I mean? So, I mean, you know, that's something you have to keep in mind as well. A lot of people also are really betting on the PHEX, which is going to be the HEX on the Pulse chain. And I'm guessing the idea is that if HEX is on the Pulse chain, that's the better HEX to get than the one that's on the ETH blockchain. You see what I'm saying? So I think, if anything, we might see an even more major correction, especially once the Pulse chain gets released. I shouldn't even be talking about this, but you know what? I'm just going to talk about it. There may be a pretty major correction. Just put it like this. There may be a pretty major correction of HEX once the Pulse chain drop, because of PHEX, right? And there's people that have been talking about that as well. Don't want to get too much into detail about that, but just understand that HEX might, you know, it could go down further. But listen, at the end of the day, doesn't matter what happens with HEX, this is a good time to buy, right? And if it goes even further down, that's also a good time to buy. Dollar cost average, guys. Dollar cost average with HEX. This is the first, like, major correction, I think, for HEX. And people that missed out on the major pump for HEX are going to have a second opportunity to get in at a cheaper price, right? And, you know, for me, I'm just buying the dips. So buy the dips, guys, dollar cost average, and get yourself some HEX, man. Yeah, man, like HEX, you know, great time. I think it's a great opportunity. Just my opinion. 22 cents. I mean, after seeing it go to 50 cents so quickly, I mean, come on, guys. Like, you know, like, you gotta buy this stuff when it's down. You can't buy. like that's the thing. Like what I recognize with a lot of people is that a lot of people like to buy into hypes, and that's not good. That's not how you should think about this stuff. You should buy the stuff when nobody wants them, right? Essentially, whenever people are selling or a majority of people are selling, that's when you need to buy. That's when you need to be buying. You know what I'm saying? I recognize even with the Shiba pump, like everybody getting excited, the hype train going on, everybody just, crazy over that. And it's like, why would you guys buy into the hypes? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a hype. You know what I'm saying? Like, why would you buy into, hypes when stuff is going up? Just wait for the dips, wait for it to go down, right? When it goes down, then you buy it. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be getting into this stuff when it's going crazy, man. Like, that's why, like, the way I look at it is like this. If I miss it, I miss it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna buy into a hype. Like, I'm just not gonna do it. See what I'm saying? I miss Shiba. See what I'm saying? I miss Shiba. But also, like, another thing that you guys gotta keep in mind, remember, COVID India still got 50% of the supply. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that slipped everybody's mind or everybody's memory, what happened with Vitalik and all that. That was a thing, guys. That still exists. COVID India still has 50% of the supply. I don't think they really sold any of it. You know what I'm saying? So keep that in mind, that a huge entity has a huge portion of the supply of Shiba. And remember, those tokens weren't even intended to be on the market because those were tokens that were burnt. So that could really significantly affect the price, because the liquidity, even though the price is up, the liquidity is not enough, for all those tokens that COVID India has to sell off. So keep that in mind, guys. That was a thing. Like, it's like somehow people forgot like what happened with Vitalik when Vitalik dumped that thing, man. Like, I don't get it. Like, it's like people have short-term memory. I mean, like, that's why I stayed away from Shiba and Dogecoin and all of them, because when that happened, that I lost complete trust in meme tokens, because then it's like, I felt like at that time, like, the whole meme craze was done. And then the fact is, like, Vitalik basically ruined them. So I don't know, man. I don't know why people are still feeding into it, but it's what it is. But basically, this is the thing. If you want to feed into any sort of hype, this is what you want to get into. HEX, obviously, great price, great time to buy. It could go down more. As I said, it could correct more because of the pending, anticipation of the HEX on the pulse chain, which is going to be PHEX, and cheaper fees, lower fees. Obviously, it's going to be on the pulse chain instead of ETH, right? So it's going to be more valuable in people's minds. So the ETH one might correct a little bit, but still going to be a great opportunity. Dollar cost average, people. Buy it now. If it goes down more, buy it later. You know what I'm saying? We don't know exactly what's going to happen. It could have the opposite effect. The pulse chain could have the opposite effect on HEX, where it could just pump HEX crazy, right? Because of the anticipation and because of just the excitement with pulse. You know what I mean? So dollar cost average, guys. But anyways, have a great day. Page Crypto Sign out. Remember, subscribe to my channel. I'll be putting out more videos. Leave a like, share this video, turn on notifications. Check out my social media links are in the description. They're also at the bottom of this video. Have a great day. Pacey Crypto signing out. Peace.